can you tell us more about, you said you had difficulty identifying the victims at first and knowing who they were. Why is it that they have all different IDs?
Well, one of them did not have an ID on him. They couldn't speak. And one of them had an ID from another person. So it took us a while to find who that person on the ID was. We were able to locate that person, so we knew that he had a false ID on him at the time.
Was there any relationship between these two groups of people? Was this a targeted shooting or was it random?
It was random. One group was from Portland, Maine, and the other group was from the Fall River in Boston area.
Were we able to confirm that the two victims, the one that was killed and the one that is currently in the hospital, were involved? Like at one point they had in their hands the gun that was then used in the Boston Marathon bombing shooting?
Yeah, we weren't part of that investigation, so.
Yeah, we weren't part of the investigation. We're not going to get into that right now. Okay. We are just concerned with our own investigation. That part of the that has been adjudicated and it's done with. So we have our own issues to deal with, and that's what we're working on.
Do you know why the victim was here in Providence? I mean, what brought him from Portland, Maine here to Providence?
We don't know. We're still trying to find out. Nightclubs are very attractive here to out-of-towners, and that could have been the reason. That's what we suspect.
The 17-year-old and the other two that were apprehended, can you tell us where they're all from?
Yeah, the 17-year-old is from Fall River. And then one from Attleboro, the other from Fall River.
The man who was killed has quite a lengthy history in Portland. Is that concerning that a man who has been involved in multiple charges, has been in jail, was here in your city?
Yes. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. People can go wherever they want.
Major, have you found the firearm that was used in the crime? Yeah, have you found the firearm?
No.
So very interesting. You said you find them through the video from the nightclub. How do you get access so quick to the video? Or you ask around the illegal nightclub?
I'll answer that for you. The nightclubs that we checked were very cooperative. And it's not like a 5-minute thing, let's go to this nightclub, let's go to that nightclub. They work, and it takes a lot of nightclubs before, and then hours of sitting in front of videos that his men have done, and then identifying people that we believe that we've seen from another video are the same people, and then trailing them from there. It is just such tedious, long work, and it's really, really tough on them, but they get it done, and they got the job done here today.
Is there a concern with these SIP joints in the city? Have any others been kind of cracked down on since this investigation began?
Yes, I know Patrol is really working on the SIP joints. And like I said before, in the last interview we did, that they're the best ones to find these SIP joints, which the patrolman on the beat can see, at 3, 4 in the morning, all these cars in front of one place, and as long as it's not a house party, you would suspect if you continuously see it every night or weekends, you figure it could be a possible SIP joint.
So you say the altercation, rose kind of quickly. Any idea what these two groups of men were arguing about for them to pull a gun so quickly? And were there high levels of alcohol in their system that could have led to this rise in the altercation?
Yeah, so that will be for later. But the first part of the question is we don't know what caused it. Like the captain said, it was a very, very brief encounter, and all of a sudden, shots were fired.
Were there any security cameras in that area that caught any of this altercation?
We do have security cameras
Is that
that we're
video
looking
going to be
at.
released? Will you be releasing that video?
No,
Do we know yet how the 17-year-old might have come into possession of the gun?
no.
Okay. Are any of the suspects talking? Are they being cooperative?
We're not going to say right now.
Okay.
Do any of the suspects have ties to other crimes in the areas that they're from? Are they known in the system?
I don't believe so,
They have
in our
arrests?
system.
They're not, they have never been arrested in Providence before now.
Oh, in Providence.
Yeah.
The victim that's in the hospital, do you foresee charges coming amongst him just with his involvement potentially with this incident?
No.
Just the victim?
Yeah.
Did the victim who was killed, did he have any weapons on him at the time of the altercation?
Not that we found.
Find any.
What about any drugs? He's known for being involved in some crack up in Portland.
We didn't find any drugs.